Yo. It's your boy, Mr. GB2, man. We are here with On the Line Under 30, man. I'm here as a host, and this is my co-host,
Jamie Harper.
Jamie Splash, the Splash Harper. He's called himself Splash because he think he got a jumper, but he can't guard. He can't sit down, but we're going to get into a lot of people who can guard, who can't guard, who can shoot. Some student athletes, right?
Not too many of them like me, though.
You know what? You was good on the court. Academically, though, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're a little iffy in the classroom.
I don't know, though. I graduated high school with the 4.0.
Ooh.
You know, in the collegiate level, I graduated with 3.5. Went on to get my master's with a 3.8.
Ooh.
I like to feel like I did my thing a little bit.
You did your thing a little bit. I like that, man. You know, I graduated top 10% of my class as well. Graduated collegiately, you know, as well with a 3.5, man. Got to play at the next level. So, you know, we know a little bit something about some hoops, a little bit something about some academics and how to get to that next level. So we're going to dive into a lot of that this upcoming season of On the Line Under 30. Make sure you don't forget the name because we won't. We're going to be here with it, doing our thing, man. So what's some of the stuff we're going to be talking about this season?
So we're going to definitely dive into this recruiting process to start with, you know, being at the high school level, and especially now how it's changing with the NIL deals. How does that look? What are they looking for when trying to go to the collegiate level? From there, different points of view. We have some of the travel ball coaches that are in it heavy and have seen the growth and the change of this whole industry and how it's gotten bigger and bigger and more of a business. So how do you really navigate kids through that system? We're in an interesting time now with the transfer portal. So how does that recruiting process look for the normal high school kid now as opposed to when we were in high school?
Man, you know, absolutely. And it's super important, you know, but I think a lot of kids kind of jump the gun in terms of we're thinking D1, we're thinking just getting out, we're thinking getting that scholarship. And I think a lot of times we suffer academically. We don't take that seriously enough. And so we're going to be talking to a lot of these coaches about how they manage those temperaments, how they encourage their student athletes to get to class, make sure they stay on top of it, but also that they represent themselves well and their families well and also the program well, because it's not just what you do on the court, it's also what you do off the court as well. But a lot of these coaches as well, we want to dig into just their roots, right? How did they get started into this business, and what's keeping them here? Like, is it the drive to just help student athletes? You know, some say if you can't do, then teach. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's gonna be a real issue, man, because a lot of great guys that are coming in really know their stuff, man. Have been doing it for 20 plus years, 15 plus years. So we're gonna get a lot of diversity with that as well. But not only stopping there, we want to get every single level from high school. We want to get collegiately. We want to get that pro basketball as well. Those who decide to go play over the water. We got the G League now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you got the option of forego and go play overseas as well. So.
And then what's, you know, the interesting thing now about social media, you have guys that are choosing not to go overseas and just be kind of the influencer role where they're just making YouTube videos, but they're getting paid a good amount of money, more than they would maybe make on some of these teams. So there's so many different avenues now for people to play and make money at the same time.
Absolutely. I think a lot of this season also has to cover, you know, what we teach these student athletes to go after. You know, of course, there's always that influence from the inside of the home with Plan A, and you know, go play. You know, go get that scholarship. You know, go to the league. But what we're discovering a lot of injuries. You know, people who, you know, get to the league, things don't sort of work out. You know, it's a business at the same time, and there's millions of people across the globe who are trying to get here, and the NBA has just expanded as well in terms of, you know, opening up, you know, African leagues and making this thing very global, right? And so how do we teach these student athletes that there's something beyond the hardwood, right? And so we want to dive into that a little bit and just giving, you know, some student athletes just some insight into what's next. When the ball stops bouncing, when that horn doesn't sound anymore, where do we go from here? Do we have a dream? Do we have a next chapter before, you know, we really dive into, like, that's my all? Is there a backup? Is it worth having a backup? You know, so those are some of the things that we'll cover, I think, this season.
Definitely. Yeah, and then that point of view, you know, coming from, you know, the inner city school, Inglewood High School, where both of us went and excelled, but it's about getting out. And then when you get out, the plan is just to get out. Now, I don't really have a plan for after. My goal is just to get out, but now what's next? And how do I navigate through life, you know, if I don't get to the league?
Absolutely. Like we just saw Chris Paul just graduated, you know, went back and got his degree. And so I think that's one of the things that we want to just make sure we stress, we emphasize as we talk to our guests who come on. Y'all gonna be excited, man. We got some amazing guests, amazing student athletes, man, who are, at the top of their game. Some of them are right in the peak of their game and trying to grow. And so we get to kind of dive into just a little bit of all of that as they start to progress and continue to progress and prepare themselves for that next level. Coaches as well, who also have had to learn a lot about themselves as coaches and how to best help their program and their student athletes, continue to thrive.
And I think it's also a very interesting perspective from us because at the same time, I'm a high school basketball coach, you're a high school basketball coach. So at the same time, we're seeing this whole generation change in the game of basketball along with it. While we grew up one way, we played the game one way, but the game is different now. Kids are different now. The way they think and just do things and go about daily life is just completely different.
Right.
So with that perspective and being able to be relatable to this new generation of basketball and people, and how I learn from them at the same time as they learn from us.
Absolutely.
So I think, this is going to be a great podcast and a great space to promote and be informative about all these different avenues and scenarios of now.
Yeah, it's all exploration. And we want to be able to give you guys a platform and somewhere to just kind of look at the game differently. So we're excited. We're here. It's On the Line, Under 30, and we can't wait to get started with you guys, man. Again, I'm one of your hosts, Mr. GB2. This is
Jamie Splash Harper.
The Splash. We might get a little one-on-one going and show y'all the highlights and clips of who the better player is, also the better host. You know how it's rocking already, but I'm gonna let y'all see before y'all hear. You feel me?
Hey. Don't get embarrassed on camera.
I can't wait, man. We'll tap in with y'all soon. Get excited, because On the Line Under 30 is coming your way. Yeet!
You might just catch us doing under 32.
Oh, for sure I'm coming in under 30. We might got a 32, 33-year over here, but it's cool. It's cool. He just going to be on the line again. You know how that go, man. Catch y'all next time, man. We signing out. Peace.
Stay tuned.